everyone, my name is Prentice and I'm an EFT practitioner and trainer. Today I'm here with you to provide a bit of EFT insight in hopes to provide you with some greater success in the application of EFT. So today's topic is the Gamut point procedure, when to use it and why. So a lot of my clients that I work with are kind of uncomfortable initially with the Gamut point procedure because the tapping part is strange enough as it is. And now we're going to do some eye rolling and some humming and counting and humming, and then some people are kind of put off by the Gamut point procedure. So I'm just going to explain a little bit more about how it works, why it works, and when to implement it. I use the Gamut point either personally or with my clients when my number is stuck and not shifting. So if I feel like I'm not moving in my number, I'm not feeling a change, I've done a couple of rounds already, then I will add in the Gamut point in order to create that shift or change. Some clients I find as I watch them and observe them that their number actually shifts or their energy shifts when they're doing Gamut point specifically. So I also always incorporate Gamut point procedure if I'm working on a traumatic event, or if I'm working, for example, with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, or a specific memory of an abuse that someone's experienced. So any traumatic events, a car accident that they've experienced and they have to go back to that, those are times where I would always incorporate the Gamut point. And I'll explain a little bit about what's happening in the brain as you're using the Gamut point procedures to help you understand maybe a little bit more about why you might want to use it. So as you're tapping the back of your hand, what you're doing is moving the eyes down hard to the right, down hard to the left without moving the head. And then a big circle in one direction, a big circle in the other direction. You're going to hum, count to 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hum again, and then release. So what's happening when you're moving your eyes, when you're looking down hard to the right, you're firing the left side of your brain. When you're looking down hard to the left, you're firing the right side of your brain. When you're moving the eyes in a circle, it's right brain, left brain, right brain, left brain. And when you move your eyes in the opposite direction, it's the same right brain, left brain interaction. When you're humming or singing a song, whether that's, Happy Birthday or any other tune that you want to hum, go ahead and choose whatever song that you'd like. When you're doing something musical or creative, it's firing the right side of the brain. And when you're counting or doing something mathematical, it's left side of the brain. So what's the point of doing right brain, left brain exercises? If you've ever heard of anything called brain gym, or you can do a little bit more research on something called brain gym, it's a really great way, doing right and left exercises is a really great way to integrate right and left hemispheres. And in that is a more relaxed state that you get to experience. So when right and left hemispheres begin to integrate, it allows other parts of the brain to relax. It allows any stored negative emotions or stored traumatic memories that are still held in the subconscious mind, more particularly in a place of the brain called the amygdala, allows that to be processed. And there's actually ancient meditation techniques, more specifically a technique called Possum of Meditation, which also integrates right and left brain activity as you scan the right side of the body and the left side of the body for sensations. And again, the Possum of Meditation is 5,000 years old. And in that process of right and left brain activity, what we're doing is sort of healing from past experiences. Right and left brain integrate, the brain begins to relax, and issues that are unresolved in the subconscious mind, in that place called the amygdala, come through to the prefrontal cortex where they can be reasoned, where they can be let go, where they can be processed. So to a certain extent, we're still operating, unfortunately, from past experiences that we've probably had. So the right-left brain experience allows that to be processed so that the subconscious mind doesn't have to keep operating from that place. So you don't have to keep attracting those negative experiences if you're stuck if the subconscious mind is stuck in a negative place because something traumatic happened 10, 20, 30 years ago. The thing about the subconscious mind where all of these experiences are stored is that it does not understand the difference between past, present, and future. The subconscious mind only understands the now. So if an issue from 10, 20, or 30 years ago hasn't been processed, the subconscious mind, to a certain extent, still operates as if it's happening now. So if it was a war memory, or if it was an accident, or someone that had abused you, To a certain extent, if that's not healed in the subconscious mind, you'll continue to attract it into your life because it hasn't been thoroughly processed yet. And right and left brain integration is really what's going to help you with that. There's another technique called EMDR, eye movement desensitization and recovery, which is used quite often with victims of traumatic experiences, and it has provided some wonderful, wonderful relief for them. And again, the application of EMDR is moving the eyes right and left, as the client begins to recall the traumatic experience that they've had. So I hope that helps you understand a little bit more about the gamut point procedure. I know it looks a little strange when you're doing it, but if your number is stuck, or if you're working with a very powerful emotion of anger or rage or incredible fear, then always integrate the gamut point, and hopefully you'll find a bit more success in your process and journey of EFT. Thank you so much.